Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 40th episode of Castles and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, who will be here in just a moment after a little puppy accident. Virtual Spectre and Moves Like Jagger from the GGN crew. And I would also like to introduce our special guest for the evening, Mr. Nice DM himself, the illustrious Dungeon Master of Secret Adventure Society, Zachy Whack.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome on in here. I'm excited to roll some dice with you all, because that's my favorite thing to do in the whole world. And I'm excited for everyone to see your character. By the way, for everyone that is in chat, I did not see anyone correctly guess who Zach's character is. So if you guess correctly in the chat before he shows up, I'll buy you a set of dice. So get the race and class correct and go for it. And this is in addition to Discord. So if you voted or if you guessed in Discord and didn't get it, you can still do it here. So I'll keep an eye on the chat in case somebody gets it if you want to get a free set of dice. So
I will say I had fun looking at people's guesses in the Discord.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I should have done that. Or
you're like, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the cast knows either, but I mean,
nope. That's
okay. If you win, then
don't I know?
If you cheated,
well, I probably didn't win, but
anyway,
what's happening?
Hi, welcome to the show. The look on your faces is how I look, I think 100% of the time in the real world. So it's just like, I'm just hearing what's going on. Anyway, a couple things. First off, if you didn't know, we have a podcast, by the way, and you just go to wherever podcasts are sold and type in Castles and Cantrips. There's also a link to it on our website, castlesandcantrips.com. But the big news is we flew by that 800 unique plays, by the way, for our podcast over the past week or so.
Whoa.
So for those of you that are listening to us on the way to wherever you're going, there's got to be somebody that's listening to us while they're working out. Someone's got to get pumped up by some natural 20s or something.
And we appreciate working you. Out, go to our Twitter and let us know and tell us what your sets look like. Because you know what? I'll do it too.
Oh.
I'll
do some squats.
One time. I'll do one time.
One time. But anyway, thank you all so much for listening to our little D&D show. Very much appreciated. Also, if you didn't know, we have merch like this wonderful mug or the shirt that Moobs and I are wearing. You can also go to castlesandcantrips.com/merch and it will be there and you can buy it and then you can do whatever you want with it because then it's yours.
Yeah, put it on a canvas, whatever you want.
Yeah. With that being said, we do. It's not really a new website anymore. I've had it a couple weeks. How long has it been? Several weeks now. Yeah, castlesandcantrips.com
here it is
for all your needs and wants. Everything you could ever possibly want is on there. Not really, but you know, who cares? With that being said,
slick.
Yeah, everything. You just eat your notebook to survive. I don't know. With that being said, we also have a Patreon, so you can go to that link I just put in the chat or the description. But the cool thing about Patreon is if you just have to have that Castles and Cantrips episode, but you can't watch it live, well, you'll get it early on Sundays. You can also get it through the podcast version or an early video too. And there's even a tier to help me create an NPC that will be in the world. So that's always a good time. But anyway, we also have a new TikTok, relatively new. I'm going to keep saying new-ish because time is a construct. Castles and Cantrips, that's where we are everywhere, mostly. Go listen to all the ridiculous shit that people say because it's really funny. And if y'all noticed, all the funny stuff is you all. It's not me. I don't say funny stuff. You do. So I'm very grateful for you all for doing that. But if this is your first time listening, or in case you forgot since last time, we keep all of our alerts and bells and whistles and stuff muted for the stream for our immersion. But we do see it in the chat, and we also see it in our hearts. So thank you very much for supporting the stream. But with that being said, anybody else have anything before we get this show on the road?
No. Other than thank you, everybody, for just being here.
Yeah. Thanks. And I don't know. It's Friday.
Just thanks.
Happy Friday.
Just thanks.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, I'll go ahead and put my my DM cap on, and we will get ready for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips.
Woo!
Our story last left off with Sweet Justice inspecting a familiar hole in the ground about 15 feet wide at the edge of Ron's former village. After some investigation of the burrow, the party found that it was similar to the other burrowed hole they had seen before in the wilderness, and it was bored right through the permafrost, and there were scorch marks along the walls. Ron began walking through his former home, assessing the destruction many, many years ago that had happened. He first went to his old homestead that had been reduced to nothing more than burnt wood and rubble. However, he was able to find a small doll from the wreckage. This was a doll that he made for his daughter so many years ago. They continued on to the Elder's Hall, as well as the ruined shrine of the Oak Father. He was able to recover some keepsakes from the elders and his former village members. Unfortunately, the large oak tree that was the heart of the shrine had been burnt and did not survive the attack. Cedri, the elf, had informed Sweet Justice that she needed to report her findings back to the High Priestess in Ephrion. She invited the party to her village after they had finished their own investigations in the area, so they could share information on this creature that had been plaguing these lands for so long. She marked the location on the group's map where Ephrion was and left with her other scouts. Before leaving Ron's village, Vin was able to dispel whatever residual magic that was causing the corruption in the area, thus hopefully healing the surrounding forest from the blight. The group then decided they would scout other villages and hamlets in the area, and the party ultimately decided they would be heading to Bryn's old home, a very small village named Halgr. They began making the several-day trek towards the village, and on the second day of this trip, the group found an old game trail and began following it to the north. Unfortunately, they crossed paths with an ice troll and its pet polar bear. After a very impressive display of combat prowess, Sweet Justice was able to defeat both opponents. They were able to recover a mostly intact polar bear pelt, along with the heart of said ice troll. And that is where we'll begin our session this evening. If I remember correctly, you had just harvested those items, and it was close to the, I would say, midday on the second day. You know that if you push hard, you will reach Halgr the next day.
We were looking for shelter, right? Or was this after shelter?
Don't know. That was 10 million years ago.
If I remember correctly, it was right after the battle, and you got the heart and the
the pelt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I told you to hold on to those, both of those, because if your bag keeps them in good shape until we get to the Babas, maybe we'll do something with them.
We're going back. All right. Well, we should get out of danger and stay low as we head back.
At least some places maybe a little bit less cold, please.
Well, we're headed north, so I mean that's not really how that works, you know.
So more cold.
Damn it.
More cold, yes.
I guess as long as we don't run into any more frost trolls, please.
Well, again, we are headed north. It is sort of how it works.
Fine, okay.
There's worse things than that if you keep going up to mountains.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're not going to mountains. Nobody goes there.
Okay,
Right,
let's head out. Yeah.
All right, so you all begin to head out in the direction north to, I believe, Bryn's village, right? Is next stop.
Correct.
All right.
I think we were like a day and a half away from it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you can get there the following day.
Okay.
It's a 3-day total trek, so you'll get there in the evening or so. Let's see. Fortunately for you all, there is no other excitement, good or bad, on the rest of this evening. So you are all able to find shelter without any issue. And it's up to you all if you'd like to talk about anything around the campfire. If not, we can go to the next day.
Bryn, I know Ron knows you told Ron many times, but why does Bryn hate hometown so much?
I don't know if I hate it, but it's just like lots of really stupid people, and there's nothing good to do there. They don't even have bakery.
Oh. You hear that, Valkan? No bakery.
No
I
bakery.
don't know. Sounds awful.
It is pretty awful. It is pretty much the worst place on the planet.
How do you get
Well-
sweets?
Yes.
I suppose there are worse places. That one place where we fought all those zombies, things that might be a worse place. But it is a very small difference.
Any place with zombies is the worst place.
That's fair. Anyways, we will not stay long. We'll just go, hey, make sure your fire has not burned your entire village down. Okay, checks out. Have you heard of any villages being burnt down? No, okay, probably not, because you're all stupid and you don't care about anyone else but yourself, so we are leaving.
Oh, okay, but maybe not insult people in
Well,
process.
you can insult everyone there, I do not care.
Oh, well, when, we get information, you have to be nice. Then people are like,
Hey,
oh, this
what
is
do
a
they
nice
do? They don't
person,
even have
you get
magic, they're-
information.
Well, sure, okay. Whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, Ron does nice way, and then Bryn does angry way.
I don't want to do either way.
does sexy way. You do many ways to get information.
What does Valkan do? Sleepy way?
Punch?
Lazy way. Jump on top of things way.
Yes.
That could work.
Yeah.
If
that's
they do
pretty
not
much it.
answer, you just start jumping on top of things. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll jump on their house.
Unless it is burnt down.
You don't do what we ask, I'll
not.
jump on top of your roof.
Exactly.
That would make big commotion, yes.
Okay.
Just, again, to warn you, they're, how do I say, is like when we are in Forwinter. People are not very well educated in these parts. It is not their fault. They have to work all day, to stay alive, survive. But they are very superstitious. Because it is what they have. So, I would not do lots of magic around them. Unless you want to turn it into a whole thing.
Oh.
They'll either be like, oh, you are a wonderful god. Or they'll be like, oh, you are a witch, we should burn you. And really, not a gamble you want to play with.
So what's the line
mean-
between witch and god? How do they decide which?
If it is helpful to them, god. If it is helpful to not them, probably witch.
Oh, that why they refer to you so nicely? Instead of a witch that should be burned?
Well, they don't burn witches, they just make you leave town.
I thought.
Who would
okay.
burn a witch? Witches are very powerful, that'd be really stupid, they'd probably murder you.
Hey, I don't know. I'm just a guy that
That's fair.
learned how to punch stuff at a temple.
I mean, they do like to punch stuff, actually. So if you want to punch some guys, they probably respect that. Even the women up here, we punch, everybody punches. Everybody punches everybody. It's like first thing you learn, you pop out and you start punching. So, that'd probably work out for you.
Oh, that must be unpleasant for a midwife.
What is midwife?
It is, in one village when expecting mother is about to give birth to baby. Midwife helps the process. Sometimes you have to hang on tree branch and baby fall out, or sometimes you're inside big tub full of warm water and then baby just flows out. There's different ways, but midwife usually help process if you have no doctor.
Oh. Doctor? No, we don't have doctors. No midwives either. Usually just older sister or neighbor comes over, and usually you just kind of stop working, pop baby out, get back to work. Helger women very, very, very hearty. Very big, like me. I'm actually maybe not the biggest woman you will see.
Oh, that will be a sight. Not like but then you have the big burn spell.
Oh, not like that. I mean, it is sort of, how do you say, legend of our peoples that we are descended from, mixed with the hill giants. That is my last name, Hill daughter of the hills. It is legend. It is probably not true, but you never know.
Okay.
Very big women.
Ron would like to see this.
Okay.
We should
Nice,
get to sleep now. It's late and we have to get up early.
yeah. I'll take first watch. I cannot sleep.
All right, so luckily you find shelter and sleep through the night without being assailed by any further polar bears or ice trolls. And you wake up the next morning and make your way further north to Hauger, towards Bryn's village. And from where you are now, it's going to take you most of the day traveling. And you come upon the forest edge before the clearing that leads to Hauger, and you hear some shouting in the distance and some sort of noise that you can only describe as not human or humanoid. Growling, roaring.
Ron's gonna do a nature check of 2.
Sounds like some friends arguing, I guess. Someone's really mad.
I like to do a check. Probably nature as well.
Go for it.
I'm trying to figure out what I know of the region, so it's probably nature, right?
Yeah, nature would be good.
21.
A 21. You can ascertain that the shouting is a person. The growling and roaring, the hair stands up on the back of your neck, because that can only mean one thing to you, being from the region. That is a Yeti. And it is...
Yeti?
That is a Yeti after its quarry. And as you make it to the edge of the clearing, you can see a large Yeti reaching up on an outcropping of rocks out of the ground, reaching towards someone, trying their best to stay away from this very unfamiliar creature to them. And Zach, if you please would describe your character that is desperately trying not to get eaten by a Yeti.
All right, so you you guys see running away from this beast, running very rigid, like stiff upper torso, like blank face, very wide eyes. He's very afraid, but he's trying very hard not to give away the fact that he's afraid. He is wearing like what look to have been at one point really, really nice military garments. There's a medal on his chest that's like dangling a little bit just by the thread. He has a big mustache, salt and pepper hair, and he DM, does he see the party?
Sure. Easy enough. So, they're watching you like, what?
So as he's running, he's just gonna shout, "Retreat! Retreat! Retreat!" And do I see anywhere to hide? Do I see like a rock or anything I can hide behind? Like,
there are several rocks in the area, but this Yeti is a good
I mean,
Maybe
you see
40
a very
40
long,
feet
very
behind you,
large
45
furball you could
feet
hide
behind
behind,
you.
I suppose.
But what I would like for you all to do, let's roll initiative. First thing.
Here we go.
I think if Valken heard that guy yelling and seen the Yeti, he'd probably just be like, I agree. Let's go.
All right, so,
God.
and I'll get your initiatives here in a moment. But if those of you who have not logged in, you should be in there. Good to go. All right, so let's start with Bryn. What's your initiative?
Oh, I have advantage on initiative.
15.
15. Ron.
11.
11. Mysterious person whose name they'll see, Sargento.
12.
Falcon.
7.
A 7. Okay. So what we're going to do is begin our combat here. So first up is Bryn. What would you like to do?
Please.
Oh, the
What's
heck am I
that?
first? Yeah, can we be on the map?
You should be there. Oh,
We're
wait,
on
no,
the
you're not.
map.
Now you are.
Hey, there's a map.
Using it wrong.
Yay!
I was
You all
like,
can see.
stream can see it. Why
No,
can't
everyone
we
can see.
it? First things first. I can't believe I gotta go first. I want to roll to see what the hell I know about Yetis. We just learned that with the troll, there were things that Bryn knew that we needed to know. So we're gonna try that again.
You don't have to. You made a really good nature check.
Ooh, okay.
So you don't have to re-roll again. So you understand that your fears are now reality, that you thought, oh shit, a Yeti. Hey, look, there's a Yeti. One thing that you know is that they are very well versed in hunting, in ambushing their prey, in hiding. They're absolutely brutal to fight. And if you see one, expect more.
Are they good at? You said they're good at hunting. Are they good at tracking? Like, is it reasonable to believe that if we run, it's just gonna follow us?
He sees his prey
Yeah,
and he's
okay.
after it. But with that nature check, I would say that they welcome the cold and tend to be very afraid of open flame.
Vin, what the fuck? That's all I gotta say about that. Now words with Mac when she's back. Yeah, when Mac's back. Okay. I'm just going to look at the group and just be like, what kind of idiot picks a fight with a Yeti? And then I'm gonna run forward. Let's see. I want to do. Ooh, it's really hard to see the grid here. How do I do it? How do I do it? Nope, that's not it. Sorry, everyone. I always forget how to do the move thing.
Control click drag, and then click on your places, and then hit the space bar.
I would like to dash to end up. Can I end up right here? It looks like.
Or if you know where you want to be, you can just drag your character.
Right there.
There you go.
And then, hey you, Hardy, what the hell are you doing? And that's it.
All right, Sargento. There's a Yeti on your tail. Is your at this point, I would say appropriately, probably just assholes and elbows to that to that Yeti trying to get away. But you've got some backup. It looks like.
Okay, so seeing that he's got backup, and seeing a Fearbolg running toward him, and seeing that he's basically cornered against these rocks as well, he is, for starters, going to use a bonus action to go into a rage.
All right.
And
What does it look like when he rages?
so I believe Bryn would be the one to see this, but he just sort of, his mustache starts to tremble and his eyes get really big, and he just like unleashes a guttural bah! And and he pulls out a great axe, And let's see, what is my movement? 40 feet. So now that I have backup, I can't reach him. Okay. Then let's see. I am going to, I guess, use. Actually, I can reach him. So I'm going to take a direct line, and I don't know how to move. So control, click, spacebar. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to take a Great Axe attack on him.
Go for it.
So yeah, his military uniform is like ripping a little bit in the shoulders as he's raging. The first one is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
That's gonna be let's see, 10, 14, and then I believe +2 because I'm raging.
That's gonna be on you because I haven't played a barbarian in who knows how long. So I'm gonna believe whatever you say.
Melee damage with strength. Okay, yeah. So a total of 16 points of bludgeoning damage on the first hit,
Nice.
and then second hit's gonna be probably a miss. That's a 13 to hit.
A 13 hits.
Okay, rad. So 12, 8, 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and then that's going to end my turn.
All right.
See, he didn't even need us. We can just leave. It's fun.
This Yeti just yells out a guttural, just. He lets out a guttural like, "Rah!" and just starts yelling, and it echoes in the area around. Run.
Ron sees that Bryn is booking it, and this guy on the rocks jumped down, so Ron's just gonna rush in and get right up to next to Bryn with a dash, and that's gonna probably do it.
Alrighty, Valken.
I was muted.
I forgive you.
But, like, I like to think that my initiative's so low is because Valken actually turned around and started going the opposite way, and then realized nobody else was following him. So,
Definitely.
okay. He just kind of like sighs and like, why do we do this? I'm just gonna use my max movement speed to try and catch up here. So,
Which is 6 miles, I think, for a monk per turn.
Yeah, about right there. So, oops. And you know what? What am I looking at? We got a long rest, right?
Yes. Yeah, you all have gotten a long rest if you haven't done that.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and as an action, use a dash to run further.
Go for it.
And I think I can get right about here.
Yeah. And one thing
And,
that you notice as you're running by, out of the corner of your peripheral, and those of you as well, which Valken and Ron and I believe Bryn all have decent passive perception, you spot another one trying to hide.
Which direction? Do I see this?
Right here. Should be on the map.
Oh shoot!
Oh, shit.
Didn't notice until he ran by, though.
Falcon's running, just like slow motion looks and just like, oh fuck. And that's where I can. That's all I can do. I'm gonna plant there and just like kind of stop in my tracks and shout, "There's another one. We're kind of in big trouble here."
Okay. Up next is one that was much more well hidden. Is going to move.
Oh my god.
Max,
Oh my.
DM, really quickly, I'm very sorry. I
Yes.
forgot that when I went into a rage, there was another effect that I forgot to roll for. So when I went into a rage,
Yes.
flowers and vines started to shoot up from the ground, effectively making it difficult terrain within 15 feet of me around the
Gotcha.
creature.
Oh, cool.
Yep. And it goes away. How long does it last?
Let's see. According to it doesn't until my rage ends.
Okay, so it's that spot
10
or
rounds.
just around you forever?
That's that spot. It's where I raged.
Gotcha. Okay, then I will put a marker. 'Cause I was trying to gauge of how long this is gonna last.
Yeah, it's 10 rounds.
15 feet?
Mm-hmm. I apologize. I should have done that a moment
No,
ago.
it's all good. There's your difficult terrain.
Cool.
And we'll make it green. Wow.
Plants.
Which is very odd as they sprout out from him and into the ground in this snowy landscape of frigid weather.
Yeah, that
this
was
guy
very
looks
unexpected.
Confused. This guy was confused by that.
Mm-hmm. So this Yeti's turn is going to take a look at you, Ron, and just point like a long clawed finger and just roar at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This is against magic.
Okay. That is a 20.
Very nice. So you see it point and just try to stare through your soul almost, marking you as its next meal. And you feel sort of the cold around you get a little colder, but you shake it off.
Ooh,
This Yeti's not going
chilly.
to stop you. Up next is this Yeti, and he's gonna take some claw attacks at your friend here. The first one is a 19 to hit,
That hits.
so take 9 slashing damage and 4 cold damage.
Okay.
And then you can do the
9
maths
with
'cause you're rage and
resistance.
stuff, so-
yeah. Is that half? That
No,
half
I'm
would be
giving you the
4?
total, and then you can have it.
Okay.
And then the next attack is going to be a 15 against you.
That misses.
Misses, and he swipes and just clanks off of what armor you have on your under your uniform there. Up next, another Yeti shows up.
No.
And I accidentally reduced their initiative, but that's okay.
Oh, good. There's one for each of us.
Yeah, it's just like a group of adventurers. This one is going to seemingly just leap over this rock, climb onto it, and vault itself over this 10-foot rock here, and lands in front of you and drooling, and just seething, just ready to eat you, basically, Valken. And he just stares at you, looking down with its sort of cold, pale blue eyes. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me think of this. Is this like a have to do with like any kind of spell or magic, or is it just a?
It is magic.
Okay, because I might have a thing here. One second.
Elfie thing.
They're
or a
not
monkey.
casting a spell though, so this is an
Right.
ability, it's not a spell.
I have something called Stillness of Mind. You
Ah.
can use it.
Monk shit.
Good shit.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't work here. I don't think.
Yep.
Not yet. Anyways.
Roll that con save.
Okay. Con save. That's 13.
As you are not as acclimated to the cold weather as Bryn and Ron are, since they're from this area, it gets very chilly for you, even with your cold winter clothing that you have. But you still shake off this icy, cold gaze from this creature. Up next, let's see. This one is going to run over to you, Bryn, and does the same thing that was described against Valken. Make a con saving throw.
+2, Bryn.
Okay. Oh yeah. Thanks, Ron. 22.
22.
24.
You're just fine. You're like, what are you staring at, big guy?
I stare back. It does nothing,
And
but it makes me feel better.
another appears from atop the rocks here. And it is
my.
going to
Oh no.
jump down onto your friend, Sargento, and then is gonna swing away. Natural 1 for the first one.
Very
Cool.
nice.
And the next one's an 11, so I think that you're good as it jumps and slips just a bit on the ice as it tries to unfurl some claw attacks against you.
Gonna have to do better than that, you son bitch.
Bryn,
Okay, I'm just going to yell out, these guys don't like fire either. Too bad Vin is taking a piss again. And then I'm gonna,
we miss you, Mac. Or they do right now.
I miss her so much right now. I'm just hoping our new friend has fire. That's all I'm hoping. I'm going to go, you know what? I remember Valkan saying something about, there's another big one over there, and I'm like, well, you know what? There can be another big one right here, and I'm gonna do Big Brain Energy,
All right.
which is I think an action, right?
Yeah. For
Yeah, I'm gonna do
enlarge,
that.
reduce.
That's okay. And then I'm going to move.
So you are now Big
Standing
Bryn.
on Ron. Okay, I'm going to.
You're now
reposition
conveniently Yeti
here.
sized. Okay. easy
Reposition right
enough.
there. And that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Sargento.
Okay. Can I make would it be my action to take a quick perception check and see if I hear or see any other of these freaking things? Would that be my action?
Yeah, you can basically from your passive. Let me take a look real quick.
My passive is
It's pretty damn good. You're looking and you're like, this looks like a whole damn pack of them, but you don't see any sign anywhere else. You know they're well hidden, but they haven't jumped out yet. If there's any more.
all right. So let's see if this works. Those of you who are watching see him pull like out of the side of his pants. You see him pull a metal rod with a decorative sort of end, the decorative tip on the end of it, and he just slams it on the ground. And all of the Yetis have to make a wisdom saving throw within 120 feet of me, which is all
Let's
of
take a look.
Nice. I'm gonna assume they're not super bright, but we'll see.
Okay, let's take a look here. We'll do this one first. Wisdom saving throw.
DC 15.
15 exactly.
Damn it.
This one is a 9.
Okay.
This one is a 6.
Okay.
This one is a 3.
Okay.
And this one's a natural 20.
Okay. Okay.
That one.
I got 3 of them. So, let's see. Do I have any? That was my action. The 3 that failed are now under my command. So, I'm just gonna shout. Listen here, you chicken shits! And then I'm gonna point to the 2 that failed, and I'm gonna say, "Get them!"
Okay. Let's take a look. So, I will allow you to rethink that. There is a line that you may want to pay attention to on that item. since it's brand new and the first time you've used it.
Apologies. Are you talking about the can't be used again until the next dawn?
Commanded to do something contrary to its nature.
Would you consider attacking, even if it? Would you consider attacking a fellow Yeti to be contrary to its nature? Because that's what I was banking on. If that's the case, I'm not going to do that.
Let's see. Did I say go for it?
Okay.
We'll do it.
So yeah. Let's fuck around and find out. Let's see what happens.
Yep. All right. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Gotcha. Ron.
Ron is gonna.
Yeti in front looks at Sargento and turns its head and looks angrily in this direction.
Oh, did other Yeti offend this Yeti? I'm not sure Ron would know what that means, so he's just gonna attack the Yeti in front of him.
Fair enough.
And the swing with a. What are my numbers? What is math?
What are maths?
24.
A 24 definitely hits, and he looks angrily at you once again.
Okay. Ron's gonna smite because of that angry look.
Okay.
20 damage.
20 damage. Woo-wee! Put a hurting on this one. It's looking pretty upset. Pretty hurt.
Anger leads to sadness. It's understandable.
And that was that one?
Yes.
Okay, so it's no longer under my command.
Correct. I'm putting a little marker on it, so
Okay.
you got 2 more. Anything else you'd like to do, Ron?
That is all.
Gotcha. Was that your first attack?
Oh, that was. I have another one. You're right.
You're welcome. First
Man,
one's free.
Thank you. Ron misses anyways. It's 13.
13 hits, sir.
Holy smokes.
You are looking for a 12. Is the armor class of a Yeti.
9 damage.
9 damage it is. Okay. And Valken, this Yeti looks very angry at the one that Sargento has just injured.
Okay.
Doesn't even seem to pay attention to you.
Yeah, so Falcon had like gotten his sword out and he's like, all right, if we're doing this, huh? And just kind of like looks in the direction that Yeti's looking in, thinking that there maybe is gonna try to triple team this poor individual here. So, unfortunately, without knowing what this guy exactly did, he's gonna attack anyways, so.
And just to be clear, that Sargento did shout out something about, understandable.
Yeah, all he knows is the
Like we
Yeti
heard what he said, right? Like we
He did.
understood him,
He just
right?
said like, "You chicken shits, go attack them" or something.
Oh, you thought he meant
Exactly,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. And like all Falcon sees is this Yeti like making it look like he's gonna go run over and like triple team him, so he's gonna attack him while the Yeti's not looking.
Go for it.
And I probably missed because that is only a 11.
An 11 misses.
Right? All right. Second attack. Better. That's 16 on the dice.
Okay, yeah, that one hits. So he didn't even seem to care that you swung the first one at him. Didn't pay attention, but once you've connected, he looks very angry at you once again.
Okay. So damage.
I just don't
is-
understand you, Sargento.
It's 8, and I'm gonna go ahead and utilize a key point for stunning strike.
Nice.
Yeah, why
Go
he
for
call
it.
us chicken shit? We try to help.
Stunning strike, and he gets a 14 on a
I
con
think
save.
that beats it. I think it's only a 12 DC.
Let's see. I
Yeah,
don't know. You
DC
tell me.
12. DC 12. Well, shit. Then I will. Now that it appears I've angered it at me once again, I'm gonna go ahead and spend another key point for patient defense.
Okay. Let's see. Up next is going to be this Yeti, and is going to take the opportunity to try and fight something its own size, and swings at Bryn. First one is a 24 to hit. You take 10
yeah, that's gonna hit.
10 slashing damage, 3 cold damage. And your second attack's gonna try and grapple you. Let's see. But they're, if you would make an opposed athletics or acrobatics for me.
Oh, yes, because I have advantage because I'm Big Bryn, right?
Mm-hmm. They got
Fantastic.
a measly 11.
Ooh, 13.
All right.
Ooh, or acrobatics, 15.
Well, you got to pick one. Sargento, this one looks at you and sort of stares down at you with his icy pale blue eyes. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 19.
You are good to go.
Come on.
You shake. You shake it off. That's their turn. This Yeti is gonna swing at Falcon with some disadvantages. 17.
Yeah.
Made some good rolls. You take 7 slashing and 2 cold.
Huh?
And the second one misses, and you avoided a crit. So good job on patient defense, because that would have been pretty bad. As you're just dodging out of the way as he's trying to slash at you on that second time as he misses. Up next, this one is gonna reach out and slice at Ron, missing 1, bouncing off of your shield. The next one though is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's a big one.
9 slashing and 5 cold against you. Up next is the remaining Yeti under Sargento's control, and just looks at Sargento and looks at this other Yeti and just roars, and then just goes into a frenzy against another Yeti for whatever reason. The first one will hit it, and it does 7 slashing damage against it. Cold doesn't seem to affect it though. The next attack also hits it. Jesus. And that is 10. So this Yeti is looking worse for wear in front of you. It's panting heavily. It's blood covered, matting its white fur. It's had better days.
Good boy, Artemis.
Hey. Oh, good. I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna attack the one that just attacked me.
All right, this one.
One that did all the damage, yeah. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to stab it with my javelin.
Okay.
That's going to be... What is the plus for being big? That's what I'm trying to remember.
You just get a D4 to your damage.
Okay, it's going to be 14 to hit then.
Yep, you hit it.
Okay.
12.
And then I'm going to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 damage.
Nice. And it also
And
gains
it's
a wound.
wounded. And then I'm going to second attack, stab it again.
Just gonna use this.
I usually
wound.
don't like Yetis. They smell very bad. That's a 18 plus. That's going to hit.
Definitely does.
It's going to be 6, 9 more damage.
9 more damage. Looking pretty bad after that hit.
And then, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
I'm going to stab it again.
Go for it.
19.
Mm-hmm.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack. 23. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
damn.
Where did this all come from?
Nice.
Somebody new to our party. It might be good luck.
You can never leave.
11 damage. Yeah, you can
Jeez.
never leave. Just
It's
fucked up a Yeti.
barely holding on, but it's not looking good.
Well, Ron, I softened it up for you.
Sargento.
Thanks.
All right. I'm going to skirt around to the left of the Yeti, who is not my friendo.
Mhm.
And I'm going to. Do you do flanking rules?
No.
Can I flank him?
No, we don't do any flanking, but
okay.
it'll look cool.
That is okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that still for the flavor. That is perfectly fine. So I'm still gonna move just over here, and I'm not gonna leave his range and
I'm
risk.
gonna
an
nod
opportunity
like I
attack.
heard what you said because I accidentally unplugged myself, but
Oh no, that's totally fine. I was just saying I'm not gonna leave his range and risk
Yep.
an opportunity attack. I'm just gonna move over here just
Yep.
to scotch, and I'm going to do 2 more great axe attacks.
go for it.
First one almost certainly misses. It's 11.
Barely.
It barely misses. Okay.
Yes, you needed
That's right,
12.
you said it was 12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is a 9. So
Oof.
I just swing twice, like wildly, like a baseball bat, just kind of spinning around, looking like a moron.
You look cool, it just didn't land.
Yeah. A Yeti army sure would be nice right now.
We can't see. As far as we know, it definitely hit because you're like way over there. So
Yeah, you guys didn't see my embarrassment.
yeah, we're like, oh, he's doing great over there.
You don't see the yellow snow beneath me.
Ron, what would you like to do?
I would like to smash this Yeti in the
Go
face
for
with the mace. 20, so that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Get the right die. 11 damage.
11 damage. Looking pretty hurt, about as hurt as this one. Not looking good.
Ron will swing again. And miss with an 8.
Oof. Definitely dodges out of the way.
That is all.
Falcon. You've got an angry Yeti in front of you that doesn't look too bad. Falcon, that's you, buddy.
Oh, my bad.
Off muck. Deep in thought.
I was stunned by the sheer size of this Yeti. That's all. Okay. Well, I don't like this thing in front of me, so I need to put it down, I think. We're just gonna draw an attack that's 11 plus numbers. 11
it.
plus 8. Okay.
Yep.
Damage. 10 damage on that.
All right.
Second attack is 12 plus 8.
That hits, definitely. You look for 12, so.
Gotcha. And that damage is 12.
Very nice.
And for funsies, let's go ahead and use another. I'm gonna try to attempt to stun it again.
Okay. It rolled a 10, so it's stunned.
Nice.
Clutch.
And
Strike.
the you hear a voice in your head say, "Go destroy this creature."
Okay. So, I'll just do my normal unarmed bonus then. It's an unarmed attack.
Go for it.
Oh, that's the wrong dice to roll.
Advantage, by the way.
Okay. I with advantage is 19 on dice, so.
Yeah, you definitely hit him.
Damage on that is 7.
All right. Looking hurt. All right. this Yeti. Bryn, roll your wound damage.
Get him.
1. Wait, is it plus?
It's a D4, I believe.
It's 1 whole damage. That
All
wound
right.
sure hurts. It's a little paper cut.
And he's gonna reach out and try to return the favor. First one's a 24. You take 10 slashing and 1 cold, and then
Boys are
tries
hitting
to
hard.
grapple you and gets a 20 athletics. What's your athletics, Bryn, to resist being grappled?
Sorry. It's opposed again.
Yep. You think you have advantage because you're big, Bryn.
Yeah. Ooh, not great. 8.
You were grappled by this big, scary creature.
Ugh, he's stinky.
And with that, he's gonna start dragging you away.
Oh no.
What? No.
You get dragged with him.
Oh my god.
Good no.
Up next, this one is going to swing once Sargento for 20 total.
Hits.
5 slashing and 3 cold, and then turns around and tries to just back claw its used to be friend, traitor, asshole brother, and it hits them for 6 slashing damage. But I believe they're still under your control.
Yeah, it's I believe it's unless it takes damage from
Yep.
me or an ally.
The stunned Yeti is still stunned. This Yeti is gonna try and slash on Ron. And makes 2 wild claw attacks, but you easily block him with your shield. No big deal for you. Up next, this Yeti is gonna swing back. And Zach, would you like to describe how your Yeti kills its Yeti friend?
So yeah, the Yeti just sort of like takes both claws and just like pries its throat open.
Yeah, reaches in and just obliterates, destroys, and then it's very similar to almost like the Hulk, just and just runs directly over to the Yeti that Falcon's stunned, and swings again, and hits. That was with advantage. All right. Also kills this Yeti.
Oh man,
Yeah,
MVP.
Eviscerates one and then just gets on all fours, jumps, and then just slashes into the back of this Yeti as it's stunned, destroying this one. And I believe that's all its movement because it was a difficult terrain there. Bryn.
All right. I'm going to fucking kill this Yeti that tried to drag me off.
Go
I'm
for
going
it. You were
to-
grappled. You can't. Yep.
Oh, I'm grappled, so I have to break out of that.
No, you just can't move anywhere if you wanted to move. You can
But I
hit.
could cast a spell?
You can cast a spell. You can punch it in the face. You can do whatever you want. Except move. Looking real hurt.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna hit it. I don't think I even need to waste a spell slot on it. But I'm gonna use. Oh, I'm just gonna stab it.
Go for it.
14.
That hits.
Ten damage.
It's exactly what you need. What's it look like when you stab this Yeti suffering from your wounds from your nasty looking spear?
He's like, I'm like struggling, and I actually want to do this thing like I kind of like, drop the spear, because I can't like move my hands. But then I kind of put one of my hands behind him, kind of like I kind of hug him, and then I call the spear back into my hand and it just shanks through him.
Nice. Yeah, you just shank him and and you feel the grip loosen, and it just crumples into the snow.
You picked the wrong person to try to drag off, idiot. Okay.
Oh, anything else you'd like to do?
see.
Sorry.
Oh, I still have one more attack.
Yep, you sure do.
Yeah, I can make it back over here. And I'm gonna run up and be like, I'm back, and I'm gonna stab that one as well.
Okay.
21.
It hits.
10 damage and a wound.
Gotcha. Still barely
They're
hanging
on.
on though. Alrighty. Sargento.
Okay. I'm going to run my full movement and then bonus action dash the rest of the way to the remaining Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
And as I do it, as I do that, I am going to, oh shoot, I'm going to be yelling, "Don't hit the one that just ripped the throats!"
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's the end of my turn.
Did you use? You said you use your bonus action to dash.
I'm sorry, old habits. I use my action to dash.
Ah, gotcha. Because I
Yeah.
know that they have barbarians
Yeah,
have some
some-
optional thing, but I think that's when they rage. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
cool.
that's old habits dying hard. I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm not gonna question. Ron. Very hurt looking Yeti. Questioning its current course of actions.
Question no more. Ron will swing and crush you. If he dies, he dies. Ron does 6 damage.
How do you kill the last Yeti that's trying to kill you?
How much taller is this Yeti than to Ron?
This Yeti's about. So you're about what, 7 feet and some change?
Yeah, 7, 6.
It's about 2.5 feet taller than you.
All
About a head taller.
Ron's gonna kind of crouch down to get some jumping momentum as he lifts off the floor and swings the mace up in the air, uppercutting it under its chin,
Very nice.
smashing it into smithereens.
And you just smash and its head falls back and you hear bones crack as its eyes roll back and it falls into the snow. At this point, you all are currently out of initiative. There's nothing that's going to threaten you all. Sargento, what would you like your friend to do?
I'm actually going to, when I see that the last Yeti has fallen, I'm going to like walk over to the standing Yeti and I'm going to start like army pacing in front of him. And I'm going to say, "Now you listen here. For the next 8 hours, you are under my command. You will do as I say. If I say jump, you say how high or the Yeti equivalent of how high. Do you understand?"
It just growls.
And then I'm going to turn and salute the party.
Ron awkwardly repeats it. What does this mean? Why is Ron doing this?
This is the weirdest thing I have ever seen in my life.
What brings you here, and how did you manage to befriend Yeti so quickly?
Why do you talk so angry all the time?
I am angry all the time.
Oh, well, this is good reason.
But this has come in handy. And he like taps the rod that he used to put the Yeti under his control. He says, "My name is Sargento von Kappen. I found myself in a sticky situation in Hogger. I hauled ass here. I found myself in a sticky situation here as well. It's been a hell of a day."
Wait, what happened at that village?
In Halgrad, nothing sticky ever happens there unless maybe you spill something like sticky.
There was something spilled. Something crawled up out of the ground, started raising hell. I ran, to be
What?
honest with you.
Was there a fire?
Let me look at my notes and see if there was fire.
At first.
Oh, what race is Sargento? By the way,
Human. He's a human.
He is a human barbarian, so I didn't see anyone guess that, unfortunately. So better luck next time.
No free dice.
There was indeed fire.
Oh shit, we've got to go.
We must go now. We have to go now.
And we I think the
wanna
party
go?
just runs past you. Like we run towards you and just keep going.
Shit, far Artemis, come on! And the Yeti comes with me.
Okay.
Except Falcan, that's still wants to run away from the Yetis, I think.
And I follow behind jogging, but I'm just eyeing the Yeti as we're going
All right. So you all start hightailing it to the village, and you're about a good hour or so away. You were close. But you all go. Bryn, at some point, you go back to normal Bryn size. And you all make your way. If I remember, at least you had your horses at some point, so you could probably ride there. No big deal. Sargento just have to keep up.
Yeah, we do have horses. He could probably ride on mine with me. The Yeti can't, though.
No, the Yeti's following behind, listening to orders. And you make it to the.
You can ride the Yeti.
Why does the Yeti carry him?
I was gonna hop on the Yeti.
You ask him to. He's gonna he's gonna obey your command.
I
Artemis,
want him
mount
to
up!
carry you like a baby.
He takes you and hurls you over his shoulder and puts you on his back, and just starts running on all fours and and
God,
you get to
can
the
you play with us always? That was amazing.
and you make your way to the outskirts of Halgard, and from what you can see is a very different experience what you thought you would see. Very strange. This is a very small village. Maybe 100 people might live here. The first thing that you see as you are going over the countryside here into the snow is you see some of the fields. They are snowed over, but they do have some crops, but they are frozen over. When you're out in the winter and you live somewhere where it's cold and freezes over and your entire car is covered in a sheet of ice. This is how it looks, but twice that much. Covered in ice.
Unnatural.
The crops are covered. The whole sheet of ice sits on top of the snow. The sort of fence around the perimeter of the crops are encased in ice.
Whoa. Encased in ice? Like unnatural ice?
Yeah. You look at this fence and it's covered in ice.
This is different. Didn't Sidri said they encountered ice before like this?
Yes, exactly.
And you make your way past the fields, which are sort of northeast of the village, and you cross the familiar small stream that you remember, Bryn. You make your way over what's called Egg Crossing, over a small wooden bridge, and you see a familiar homestead with chickens outside grazing what sort of feed they can find. And you see the other side of the village just covered in sheets of ice. But there's no fighting, there's no yelling, there's no commotion here anymore. And you make your way through town, and what would you like to do first?
There's no commotion or noise anywhere telling us where this creature is?
There's people, you can see them doing the best they can to help the injured.
Okay, I want to run to the first person I see and just grab them by the arm and be like, where is it? Where is the creature?
I do not know. It is fled.
What happened?
Where did it flee?
Into the ground.
Shit.
This happened earlier
I kick
in the
something.
morning.
Whatever's nearby, I just fucking kick it over.
Yeah.
A bag of grains. I don't care.
You
child,
see a
whatever's
bag
in
of
my way,
grain
it's going.
and it is encased in ice. You see people with
Ow.
tools trying to chisel. People with torches trying to melt.
Where is this hole? Where this beast come from? Where did
It is
it
in
go?
the center of town.
Oh, okay.
Sargento, you know you were here in the morning when this happened. So it's been a full day's travel at this point. It's when they got here towards the evening.
Before we go, Bryn, Ron needs a little drink.
Don't understand. If this is like what happened to our village, why are people still alive? Why is not everything destroyed?
This
I guess
is,
because ice does not
this is
spread like
different.
fire?
So y'all have seen this before?
Sort of.
But
we're
with fire,
tracking.
not ice.
Yeah, well, sort of. They said they'd seen more ice like this before as well. We're tracking something big. It comes out of ground and destroys everything around, but usually is fire, but sometimes ice. That's what they said, right?
That's what I seen. I just saw it. I saw it crawl out of the ground. I turned tail and ran, and then I started.
You saw
feeling
it. What was it
cold.
like?
It did. DM, did I get a good look at it?
Oh yeah, and I let you know how to describe this thing. If you need me to copy pasta that,
Yes, please do.
I got
Because
you.
I remember it being, well,
Here's the whole blurb again to your
Okay.
DMs.
so. I'm not familiar.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. He kind of goes pale. I ain't never seen anything like it. It was, and he kind of like washes over and he looks away and he looks at the hole in the ground, and he's like, it was had like a million legs, scales, horns, and I don't know where its legs was and its wings was. It was awful.
With legs and wings, but burrows does not make sense.
Like the face of a demon.
Wait. What?
I saw the fire, and then I turned tail and ran, and then I started feeling the cold. I never looked back until I ran into y'all. Well, I ran into the Yetis, then I ran into y'all. I kind of look up at Artemis.
Just sitting
Long
on
is it going-
the outskirts of town, as people are like, "What the fuck?"
How long is that going to be friendly? Because it seems like a problem we are going to have to deal with.
I plan on sending him away before it becomes a problem, but we got probably about 7 hours at this point.
We have to investigate the whole everyone before it comes back and destroys the rest of the village.
Do you think it will come back?
We have to go down.
Okay. We should try to get everybody together in one location so that we could all stand guard in case it comes back, so that we can defend the weak and the injured. I need to attend to injured immediately. Mr. What was your name again? Mustache Man?
I am Sargento Von Kappen, the third.
Oh, yes, Sargento. Okay, third Sargento. Do you need any healing? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right. There might be people who need it more than me.
Oh, I mean, okay. Well, you just let me know. And then I look over at Ron and Valkan and kind of hold up the flask. Either you guys need some or are you good?
Yeah, Ron nods.
You need
Just
some?
little drink. Yeah.
Okay, I hand it out and you can take a. You see, Bryn hands over a big, weird flask of something. And Ron takes a big swig of it. Let's see, you get some healing. 12. You get 12 healing.
Perfect.
I don't need it.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna run off towards the first group of people that look like they need healing and start using my healer's kit to fix them up and start bandaging and doing splints and all that sort of thing that Brent knows how to do.
Yeah, Ron will do the same. Cast Spare to Dying if needed.
Yeah, and about half of this village is just encased in ice, and as you're looking, you see some of the small cottages and houses are burnt underneath the ice that they're encased in.
Ron will ask some villagers, to see if they can recall or relive the events. What happened here?
Yeah. So you find a young woman, sort of just chiseling ice as best she can to just open up the door to her home. Try and get back inside.
I'm a helper with that, and I'm just gonna start taking my axe to it.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps. It's solid, but it's gonna take a bit, but you'll get there eventually.
Young miss, please tell us what happened here.
I do not know. We were at the... Oh, I'm so sorry. And she just starts weeping. I wasn't home, and my husband was home, and this creature came from out of nowhere in the ground, and it started shaking, and I looked and I ran, and I hid. I was a coward. I did not try to fight.
You are not a coward for wanting to live.
It came out of the ground, and I felt the heat, and houses started to burn, and we were lucky that Sylvie was here and to help.
Who is Sylvie?
She is the seer from Forwinter.
And she cast ice on burning houses?
She rained down the ice from the heavens onto the creature, and it stopped trying to burn, and then it froze things. It looked somewhat injured, and it froze most of the village and then fled. Very many people were hurt. The warriors that accompanied Sylvie have taken her back to Forwinter for treatment. There's not much we can do here. She travels here for her herbs and things that she needs.
Your husband still inside?
I do not know.
Ron takes out his adamantine axe and just starts chucking on some ice.
Yeah, and you just start bashing through it as with all three of you were able to get through the ice, and are able to get into this small sort of cottage home. And you can see inside, there is a man bundled with two small children, nearly freezing but still alive. Remarkably, it seemed that they had gotten hit the least out of the line of cottages that were seemingly burned and then frozen.
DM, I just want to get a clarification. So they were saying she made it rain, and then the monster turned the rain to ice, or the seer turned it to ice?
From what she heard, the seer rained down ice onto the creature, which injured the creature, and its rage began freezing things around it.
So the monster began freezing things.
Mm-hmm.
Once it was hit with ice. Interesting. Okay.
And the lady goes and embraces her husband, which you recognize, Bryn, as your eldest brother Eric.
Oh,
Eldest, so he's pretty old, huh?
Mm-hmm. And they
Let's
embrace.
Look at this. I mean, I don't really have to talk to him.
It's you. Valken, what are you doing?
Falcon's just been kind of walking around and trying to, help people dig through snow or ice or whatever when he sees it. But more importantly, he's kind of casing the hole that the creature came out of and just trying to look down and see if he can see maybe the direction the creature dug through, or if you can even see how far down it went.
Yeah, you see one sort of center of town, similar to what you've seen before, 15-foot wide diameter burrow, as it had come out of the ground. If you look into it further, the debris has fallen through. It's not a stable tunnel structure. I guess similar to, less like an ant making like tunnels, more like an earthworm as it's just boring through, or like a mole and just leaving debris behind it.
Is there anything, maybe any pieces of it left behind that might have come off as it dug, or if it took damage?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception, that is pretty good. 23.
23 is you are sort of looking around at this hole, and you can see sort of the area where there's a very distinct area where the homes were frozen over into the fields, and as you sort of look into that apex there, you can see some small broken pieces of something.
Am I able to retrieve them? Or
They're about this size.
and I mean, Valken's not a he's not like a zoologist or anything. Not for a ton of creatures. To him, does it look like pieces of something
It's
biological, or
It's strange as you pick this up, and it seems like almost like a carapace, what you'd expect for an insect or something, like an exoskeleton of some sort, but it's warm when you pick it up.
just warm? It's not like getting hotter. It's just
No, it's strangely warm, because it's not like getting hotter, but it's just, this is in the middle of the city where things were frozen over. I guess it's not a city, this village, in the middle of the snow.
okay. Well, I'll pick it up and I'll I guess take it with me and try and find where the others are at.
And you all are able to help people as needed. There's gonna need to be a lot of work. It's gonna be not like today you're gonna unfreeze everything. It's just gonna be several days of work, so you can get through as much as you'd want here. Is there anything else you all would like to do in the town?
Actually, I'll walk up to Eric. Bryn makes that noise before she walks up to him, actually. She's
Okay.
like, I can't believe I have to do this. Hello, Eric. Good to see you. Can you tell me who is current town elder? I must speak to them.
How do you know who I am? You sound
Oh.
familiar.
Yeah, I probably look pretty different. When I left, you were already grown. It is, Bryn. Good to see
Bryn.
you. Yeah, little Bryn.
Bryn, you look well. How are you alive?
What? I don't know. I just wake up every day. I'm still alive. I guess.
We thought the witches ate you
Why would they eat me?
because they are witches.
I don't eat people. That is stupid.
Well,
Is that what Papa told you that they ate me?
we did not ask Papa. We didn't know what to say. So
I didn't even ask. He didn't even tell you. Yeah, that you know what? Never mind. Sounds about right. Anyways, where is Eldar? I must speak to him. Very important.
and he points to just a similar sized cottage. Rodmar speaks for the village now. He's
Oh, many thanks. Oh, and then I'll turn to his wife, and I want to say probably in like some sort of weird giant dialect, like just like an old school well-wishing kind of thing to them. Something that would be that the others wouldn't understand. It'd probably be very specific to the town. So like, this is what it is what and then I'll just kind of like matter of factly say it, and then I'm gonna walk over towards the elders.
yeah. Okay.
So now you all know that's my brother. If you want to talk to him,
Sargento, what are you doing here after you're just
Don't
helping people
know I
along?
would.
Sargento's just kind of looking around. He's still very blanched, and you can tell he's deep in thought. But he's basically just walking around, helping if he sees other people who are trying to get into their homes, he attempts to assist them in the same way.
Yeah, and for Ron, after you're spending some more time with Sargento, his uniform looks very familiar. In fact, you've seen several people wear this uniform, and it is very, well, I would say close, but it is what you see people wear from the Vantis Navy.
Mantis Navy.
wait,
So
that's
Joto-
interesting. Because didn't the Navy? We knew that the Navy basically got destroyed, right? Oh shit! Somebody's either very lucky or a deserter.
So Joto, how did you find yourself this far north?
How much time you got?
Well, we know army has been obliterated, so you could start there.
Yep, I was there. Thanks for rubbing it in. Appreciate it.
Oh, well, Ron meant no offense, but we thought everyone did.
Well, and there ain't much left of the ship that you've been serving on 15 years. Like I told that lady a minute ago, ain't much shame in running. But, I've been wandering.
You all know it's been about 2.5 months since that naval battle happened.
If it's not too much trouble, like sensitive-wise, do you mind telling us what happened?
Well, I was aboard the HMS Abercrombie and Fitch, and I was the first officer, believe it or not. Filthy deserter is the first officer. It is now resting comfortably at the bottom of the sea. I managed to swim to shore, and I know that if I go back, it's the gallows. So I just started wandering, looking for somebody else to serve. That's all I've ever known.
But why go so far north? There's barely nothing up here.
That's quite precisely the point, my friend.
Well, appreciate your helping the villagers here.
Like
we
I
have
said,
been hunting this beast for a while.
well, I do kind of feel bad for turning a minute ago, but I don't know. I ain't the same man I was. And he turns and walks away. He's had enough of this conversation.
Okay.
I have both mixed feelings, both good and bad, that His Majesty's ship Abercrombie and Fitch is now canon.
Part of the world now.
I was getting a water refill and I about lost it.
I'm glad your ship
Kitchen.
got sunk. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, we're gonna go take our break for the evening. So, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we're gonna go get some snacks and some refreshments. Make sure to
Yes.
go stretch your appendages
Snacks.
and get some snacks. And we will be back here in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. Literally, don't go anywhere. Bye.
Yeah.